Hello everybody, welcome back to another pick a card reading, or pick a crystal, pick a stone, pick a chakra reading. Today we are asking yes or no questions, and we will be answering yes or no to your questions, along with some deeper insight and advice and messages that comes from spirit. Whatever you need to hear, whatever is for your highest good, whatever is for the greater good, these messages will be coming out. And yeah, so have your question in mind, and you can ask multiple questions and pick different crystals for those questions. But when you think about your question, when you pick your crystal rather, have your question in mind. Take a couple breaths, relax, and then choose whichever crystal stands out to you. And the timestamps for each respective crystal will be in the description box below. So head on over there when you're ready, and I'll see you at your reading. Thank you. Hello group 1, welcome to your reading. We're answering yes or no to whatever question you have in mind. So have your question in mind and we'll begin. You chose this root chakra, Muladhara stone, polished stone. Let's put it right here. We're going to start with some Spirit Animal Oracle card to give us some overall energies with your situation. Group 1. Overall energies for Group 1 situation. Group 1, thank you. We have Groundhog Spirit, time to let go, with the number 31, which reduces down to 4. So foundation stability here, which makes sense because this group chose the root chakra crystal or stone, which is all about our foundations and what helps us feel stable and secure within ourselves and our surroundings. So with here, the Groundhog Spirit, time to let go. I'm getting that this group, whatever your situation you're asking about, there's something that you need to kind of I'm getting heal and move on from. Perhaps you're holding on to what you want the answer to be. That's just what's coming right now. So I'm getting this is kind of like advice for preparing for whatever the answer is, yes or no. So think about, I'm getting with this group, perhaps you came in with an expectation of what you hope the answer would be. Groundhog Spirit here is to say, let that go. Know that whatever message is to come is for the highest good of you and for the greater good. So have a little bit of surrender. You're okay. I'm also getting you're good. So that's that. And then with the tarot, pull out some tarot. Pull out 3 cards, or at least an odd number amount of cards. And if there are more uprights, then it's a yes. If it's more reversals, then it's a no. Simple as that. Then we'll go more into the messages. So group 1, yes or no to their question. Thank you. 2 more, please. Yes or no to the question. Group 1, is there yes or no to the question? Messages for the highest good of the greater good. Thank you. That's too many. Let's put this one up. 10 of Wands reverse. Thank you. We have Strength upright. What's the last one gonna be? Is it gonna be yes or no? Oh. Do. 6 of Swords in reverse. So group 1, the answer is no. Given the format of our reading, we have more reversals than uprights. So the answer is no, which is, no, depending on your question, how you phrase it, no can also be a positive thing. So what I'm getting with the Ten of Wands here in reverse, they're, again, tied to this message of time to let go. There's some burdens that you may be holding on to. Perhaps there's a lot of responsibility that you have at this time that you were carrying on your back. Look at her. She's just like doing the most. She's doing the most, carrying 10 wands on her back. Posture's not the best. She's just not optimal within herself, within her space. So the answer is no to your question. And tied to the groundhog spirit, it's like, let go of what you expect of yourself, of what you think you should and shouldn't be doing, or what you should and should look like, or supposed to do. The word supposed to, let that go. It's like, perhaps you're carrying many different roles. Maybe you're a mother and you're working full time, or a parent, not just a mother, but perhaps you're working full time and in school, or just you're doing the most. So the answer to this question is no, first of all, and take it a little more easy. With strength here, upright, there's a level of patience that's needed to be here. A level of patience that needs to be attuned to here with your situation. Perhaps you need to be more kind and patient with yourself, compassionate with yourself. It takes a lot of strength to value yourself in this world where we look down on others for being themselves. I guess it depends on where you are in this world. I'm getting with this group, perhaps you are carrying multiple roles. You're doing so much. I'm getting like conditional love, like because you feel like you have to in order to receive. And perhaps this group, you chose the root chakra and this groundhog spirit, and with the 4 and the foundation, because there needs to be some sort of like stability and security grown within you. And with the strength being represented by the number 8, it's like there's some power struggles going on in your situation. And with the 6 of Swords here in reverse, it's like there needs to be, again, a passage. There needs to be some rite of passage that either you give yourself permission to like move on from, or let go of certain things so that you can move on and move forward. It's like that, it's that metaphor where you exhale in order to create space for the inhale. You need to let go, create space physically. Maybe you do need to let go of like some things that you own, material things, or it could also be, again, roles and expectations or perceptions that needs to be released so that you can take in things that fulfill you just as much as you give. Again, instead of coming from a place of conditional love where you give because you think you need to give in order to receive, let that go, and you'll see that there are situations, there are people, there are places, there are roles and jobs that will give to you because you are worthy of it, and it will be unconditional exchange. It's not like transactional where you give me something, I'll give you back, only if you do that. Okay, so group 1, the answer is no. I'm going to pull one of these paragrams. They're written by Paramahansa Yogananda, a yogi guru who brought, I'm not going to go into history, but there's lots of beautiful messages here. So let's see what comes up for you. Group 1, what do they need to hear right now in regards to the situation? Group 1, what does group 1 need to hear? Thank you. Thank you. So we have purity. Let's see if that'll focus. Purity. Focus. Still learning how to use this camera properly. There you go. You can pause it if you want to read it, but I'm going to read it for you. It says, virtue and purity are not rooted in weakness. Rather, they are strong qualities that fight the forces of evil. It is within your power to choose how much purity, love, beauty, and spiritual joy you will express, not only through deeds, but in your thoughts, feelings, and desires. It is necessary to rouse from the deeper recesses of your consciousness the intuitive faculties of the pure soul. The power of habit is very important on the spiritual path. Keep a pure mind, and you will find the Lord ever with you. You will hear him talking to you in the language of your heart. You will glimpse him in every flower and shrub, in every blade of grass, in every passing thought. Blessed are the pure in heart, for they shall see God. Matthew 5:8. Exactly. This whole, what we were talking about. Needing to let go of deeds, of burdens, of stuff. Again, it's going to be different for everybody here. I'm not getting anything in particular, but it could be like again, it says here deeds, not only through deeds. It's within your power, your strength to choose how much purity, love, beauty, and spiritual joy you will express, not only through deeds, but in your thoughts, feelings, and desires. Yeah, there's no water here, so there is this need to kind of go back to this like emotional, like tap into like some emotions, get out of like again, going back to the root chakra. It's like going beyond that. You need to heal something within the root in order to access more of the emotional higher chakra energies. Okay, and there are lots of resources out there online, on YouTube even, that you can do sound meditations, subliminals. Yeah, so that's your reading, group 1. If it resonated, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you're not already. I'd love to hear what your question was. And if it didn't resonate, that's okay too. It just means the message wasn't for you, or it's not for you yet. Feel free to pick another pile, pick another reading, another reader. And if you have multiple questions, feel free to pick another pile to ask other questions. Also, I'm now taking personal readings. So, rather, I'm offering personal readings. So if you're interested in going deeper into your situation or asking a different question, feel free to email me. It's in the link description box below. Okay, so group 1, blessings to you. May you be safe and protected. May you be healthy and strong. May you be happy and peaceful. May you have all you need and live with ease and loving kindness. And may you not suffer. May you be happy. Thank you. Thank you. Hi group 2, welcome to your reading. You chose the second chakra stone or Svadhisthana stone, sacral chakra. This is going to be your reading. We're answering yes or no to whatever question you have in mind. We'll start with some spirit animal oracle, give us some overall energies, and then I'll pull some tarot to give us the yes or no answer. Okay, so group 2, what is the overall energies? What do they need to hear right now in regards to the situation? Group 2, thank you. We have dog spirit, be loyal to what you love, represented by the number 19 or the number 10 or 1. Those eyes, so sweet, those eyes. So group 1, or group 2 rather, getting with your situation, there's advice to find balance and harmony within yourself. Okay, because we have number 1 energy here, meaning tied to the energy of independence. And again, be loyal to what you love. So there's something about sticking with your authenticity, with your personal expression and creation. I'm getting creation here with the sacral chakra energy. There's something about being you, devoted to what you love, unconditionally. You know, dogs, they love unconditionally to their owners. Super, super loyal beings. And so, yeah, message for you is to devote yourself. Tune into what you love, not what you think you should or how other people expect you to. Okay, so now we'll pull some tarot. Pull an odd number of cards. I'm asking for 3, but if any odd number would work. If we have more uprights, then the answer to your question is yes. If there are more reversals, then the answer is no. So group 2, yes or no to their question. Group 2, yes or no to their question. Group 2, yes or no to their question. Thank you. 2 more, please. Yes or no to their question, group 2. Thank you. Perfect. Thank you. Okay, so we have Chariot, upright. And then we have 2 reversals. 10 of Wands, 4 of Wands in reverse. Okay, so group 2, the answer is no to your question. Let's tune into the energies here. So again, there's something about, we have orange colors here, and then the 4 of Wands representing a sense of stability and security, foundations, and it's in reverse. So with the 4 of Wands in particular, when it's in reverse, it still carries that energy of like stability and again, foundations, because look at this particular 4 of Wands. Even in the reverse, it's like the same. It's the same. When you have 4 pillars, it doesn't matter whichever way you turn it and position it, it's still gonna have this like stable foundation. It's different from if it was like like 3 wands. Okay, I don't want to get into like geometry or architecture, but because I'm not, I'm neither of those. But anyways, yeah. So with the Chariot here, there's something about movement towards like your passion, and I'm getting tying to the with the number 7 here. It's like trusting your spirit. That's what I'm getting. Movement towards spirit, having faith. Trusting in, like, perhaps this group, there's some advice to like find more movement in your body. I'm getting that with the Svadhisthana chakra, the sacral chakra, which is represented by water. It's like, and chariot being represented by Cancer, water, which is a water sign. It's like there's this like, and this is the only upright card, so it's like there's some movement that's wanting to be, some like flow that's wanting to be moved into. And with the 10 of Wands here in reverse, it's like, we had this in another group, so if you're drawn to another group, feel free to check it out, only if you were drawn to it. But in this group too, there's this like sense, there's like a blockage in this fulfillment of flow. It's like there's this flow and there's this opportunity for stability, and like, I mean, 4 of Wands is fire still, so it's like passion and creativity. There's this like flow that is in this spread, but with the 10 of Wands here, it's like there's a blockage to that. And with the dog spirit here, it's like reminding you, group 2, to go back to what you love, what is your motivation and your desire. And it's kind of like encouraging you to make your motivation love. Because when you're in this energy, when you're embodying love, it resonates outward in whatever you do. It doesn't matter what you do, but if you're doing it out of love, pure love, and unconditional love with the dog spirit, it's like joy is, it's like just, it's the highest vibration. So again, if you're resonating outward, high vibration, it'll come back to you in some sort. So this group, the answer is no to your question. I don't know what your question is. Please share it below. And again, with all of these readings that you go to, whenever you get a reading, it's only dependent on the time that you listen to it, and it's what you need to hear. So it's always bound to change. So perhaps depending on your question, and I mentioned this in the last group, getting a no is not necessarily negative, depending on how you answer your question, or ask your question rather. But regardless if this was a yes or no, it's always subject to change. So this could easily become a yes once this like blockage goes through. So let's get a card, a paragram card. Let's see how can you release this blockage in order to get into a flow state, of love, into a flow state of passion and creation and manifesting. These are paragrams by Paramahansa Yogananda. He wrote them and they're absolutely wonderful and insightful. So let's see what comes up. Group 2. Messages for group 2. What do they need to hear? Group 2, what do you need to hear? Messages for group 2. Oh, thank you. Just one, please. Let's see. I saw the card that fell out. Let's see if it comes out. Group 2. Oh. Group 2. What do they need to hear? Group 2. What do you need to hear? Group 2. Thank you. I just got a notification saying that there's some storage space that needs to be freed up, so perhaps that needs to be done too. You need to like let go of like some burdens or some responsibilities that you were holding on to, and that will help you get into more of a flow state. But the message we have here is, and you can pause it if you want to read it, but I'm going to read it for you. It says accomplishment. Efficiency that leads to success is developed through concentration and meditation. The unlimited creative principle within you is the source of all art and wisdom. When you want to create something important, sit quietly and meditate deeply upon it. You will be guided by the creative spirit, but you should also exercise determination in accomplishing your objective. Awaken initiative, which is the creative faculty within you, a spark from the divine creator. You must do something which will show God's creative principle is active within you. With unflinching steadiness, go forth on your path, knowing that the infinite power sustains you. Yes, so going back to this message of like tapping into your spirituality and your creativeness. Your creativeness. It says the unlimited creative principle is within you, the source of all art and wisdom. You want to create something important. When you want group 2, apologies, my storage space filled up. So again, there's this need to kind of like sit quietly and create space so that you can create. Like, yeah, it says here, when you want to create something important, sit quietly and meditate deeply upon it. So there's a need to like step back from what you're currently doing, where you're at, so that you can move towards a place of like stability within your flow and creation. Okay. Well, group 2, that's your reading. The answer is no. If it resonated, I'd love to hear in the comments below. Please like and subscribe if you're not already. And if it didn't resonate, that's okay too. It just means the message wasn't for you, or it's not for you yet. Feel free to pick another pile, pick another reading, another reader. Yeah, and if you have another question, feel free to pick another pile and ask that question as well. And also, I'm accepting, or I'm offering personal readings. So if you're interested, send me an email. The email is in the description down below. Thank you so much. Blessings to you. May you be safe and protected. May you be healthy and strong. May you be happy and peaceful. And may you have all you need and live with ease and loving kindness. May you not suffer. May you be happy. Thank you. Hello group 3, welcome to your reading. We're answering yes or no to whatever question you have in mind. So have your question in mind and we'll begin. You chose the 3rd chakra stone crystal or the Manipura solar plexus crystal. So we'll start with some spirit animal oracle to give us some overall energies on your situation, on your question, any messages for group 3. Spirit, any messages for group 3? Overall energies up there. 3. Group 3. Full energy. Group 3. Group 3. Oh, thank you. That's too many. This one, please. Thank you. Okay, there's 2. That's okay. So we have Dove Spirit, be peace, represented by number 21 or the number 3. And then we have Fox Spirit, think on your feet, represented by the number 27 or the number 9. So group number 3, there's something about having to, what's it called? I'm getting resourceful. Yeah, being resourceful with what you have, knowing what you have. The Manipura, the 3rd chakra, is all about like and it's your energy center. It's having access, that's your resource. And so with the Fox Spirit here, think on your feet, there's kind of like this, it's encouraging you, Spirit's encouraging you to tap into your inner knowing, your gut feeling, knowing that you have what you need to succeed in your situation, whatever that looks like for you. And with number 9 representing endings, you have two, so 21 and 27, so you have 2s there, which represents balance, harmony, and peace. So with the Dove Spirit, be peace. So again, tapping into your inner source, your inner reserve. You have what you need, whether that be physically, materially, relationally, energetically, mentally, emotionally. You have what you need in order to expand and succeed in your situation. With 7 here, there's a need to tap into that faith, that knowing in Spirit. Dove Spirit, be peace. Have inner peace, knowing that within you, with 1 here, have that peace within you, knowing you have it. Whatever it is, you have it. So let's see, let's get your some tarot. Answer yes or no to your question. So we'll get an odd number of cards. I'm asking for 3, but any odd number will work. And if there are more uprights, then the answer is yes. If there are more reversals, the answer is no. So group 3, yes or no to their question. Yes or no, group 3. Yes or no, thank you. Okay, 1 more please. Group 3, yes or no. Oh, that's too many. Just 1 more please. Thank you. Okay, so group 3. We have Magician in reverse. Yep. We have Temperance in reverse. So already the answer is no, and just to drive the nail further into the coffin, we have Knight of Cups in reverse. And I don't mean coffin as in like there could be a negative connotation to what I said, but I just mean like just sealing the deal. So the answer to your question, group 3, is no. And with the Magician here, this is tying into this inner reserve and resource. So the Magician has all the tools. In this card, it's a she, but it doesn't matter what your gender is. The Magician has all they need, to manifest, to create, to bring forth magic in the world. And this just came up right now, but magicians, they're different from wizards. Wizards is like real magic, like Harry Potter magic. Magicians, it's like more like illusions. And so going back to this message of being resourceful, seeing what you have, taking inventory of like what you have, it's like maybe you can't actually make magic, but you can create something, you can transmute. That's the message with magician. You're not really creating, you're creating something new in the sense that like you're transmuting what you have into something else. That's what the magician does. The magician uses something ordinary and then does a trick, some work to create an illusion that it's something else or something greater, or not, it doesn't even have to be something that's great. It could just be something different from what it is. So with the magician here coming up, it's like you have what you need, again, to be successful, whatever that means for you. It just, there's a need to, again, think on your feet and like finesse with what you have. Find some finesse. That's your magic that you're gonna do, is by like, and creativity, the definition of creativity is just putting things together in a completely new way, in a different way than what they're usually meant for. That's what creativity means. It's like, this is a mug, or it could be a pot for a flower, or so, you get what I mean. Yeah, have some innovation, and like, again, with the Manipura, it's like believing, having faith that what you have is enough. You don't need to buy or get anything else. It's like you have it with the magician. And with the temperance here, especially in the reverse, it's like, again, going back to that message of needing to find a sense of balance. $14.5. Yeah, so there's a change needed here, group 3. A change so that you can find some balance with whatever is going on in your situation. I don't have no idea what you're asking. Feel free, please, or feel free to leave a comment below on what your question may be. I'm very curious. But with the Knight of Cups here, it could be that there needs to be some sort of balance within like a connection. And this could be romantic. This could be in regards to work, family. Think about some masculine, a young masculine figure. And this could also be an aspect of yourself too. It doesn't have to be somebody else. Apply it to your situation, whatever your question is. It's like, in order to create and transmute what you've got, there needs to be balance within your emotional side, your emotions, connecting with your emotions. And that can look like connecting with somebody specific. Maybe you're trying to manifest a relationship and you think that you don't have enough, you're not good enough. This is just an example. Temperance in reverse is saying to, it's right under this dove spirit with the be peace. It's like there needs to be this like balance and harmony within yourself. Okay, so let's get some extra messages. These are some paragrams from Yogananda Paramahansa. They're just like really cool messages. Let's see what Spirit has for group 3 in regards to your situation, your question. What does group 3 need to hear right now? What does group 3 need to hear? Okay, that's good. What does group 3 need to hear? Oh, Group 3. What does group 3 need to hear? What does group 3 need to hear? It's a little messy here, my friends. Oh, thank you. That's too many. Spirit's having fun with me. Group 3. What does group 3 need to hear? Group 3. Messages for group 3, please. Group 3. Just one, please. Group 3. Oh. This group. I'm getting patience, calmness. Yeah, I mean, all of these are like omniscience, omnipresence, cheerfulness, resourcefulness. You know what? These are all of your... These all came out for a reason, okay? So I'm not going to read all of them, just the words, but it says calmness. You can pause it if you want to read it. Omnipresence. Focus. Focus. Okay, well, we have patience. Someday I'll master this autofocus thing. Patience. I'm trying to be patient right now. Let's see what words on here. Resourcefulness. This is like definitely the word of, and there are lots of cards in here. So the fact that these cards hopped out, it's like all together. It's like again, hitting the nail in the coffin. Exercising your natural resourcefulness, you must be sure to cultivate the right desires. To foster wrong ambition is just as bad as to remain lethargic in passive content. But will and action are not the first steps. Pray. Cheerfulness. So pause it if you want to read it. Ooh, this still gets it out. Realize that enough hidden strength lies within you to overcome all obstacles and temptations. Yes. Totally. Balance. Apply the salve of cheerfulness until your inner balance and peace are restored. So there's something about like needing to have fun. I was laughing throughout this reading because like Spirit was just throwing all these cards out, but it was like that's what needed to happen, and it made me laugh. And with the Manipura, like you can really turn on your solar plexus and empower it by laughing. So there's something about like being more light-hearted with your situation, whatever it is, having more fun, and that'll allow you to get back into a balance. And again, when you laugh and have fun, it's like that shows confidence. And when you're in a place of like lightheartedness, you can see things more clearly. And calmness, patience, omnipresence, just knowing and seeing that like everything is as it should be. That's the message that's coming out. You can see that you don't have enough, or you can see that you have enough. It's like, it's a perspective thing, and neither one is right or wrong. It depends on your choice in perspective, how you choose to see what you have. And it takes strength to be calm, so really encourage this group to sort of relax and take ease in whatever you're asking about. Have fun. Okay, group 3, if this resonated, I'd love to hear, and curious what your question was. If it resonated, again, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you're not already. If it didn't resonate, that's okay too. Feel free to pick another reading, another pile, another reading, another reader. If you have another question, feel free to ask as many questions and choose as many groups. What else? Oh, I'm offering personal readings, so if you're interested in and going further into this situation or asking a different question, send me an email. My email's in the description down below. As usual, I'll send you off with blessings. Group 3, may you be safe and protected. May you be healthy and strong. May you be happy and peaceful. And may you have all you need and live with ease and loving kindness. May you not suffer. May you be happy. Thank you. Thank you. Hi, Group 4. Welcome to your reading. You chose this 4th chakra stone, crystal, heart chakra, anahata. Correct me if my pronunciation's wrong. But we'll see how this crystal ties into your reading. We're answering yes or no to whatever question you have in mind. So have your question in mind, and we'll start off by pulling some spirit animal oracle to gain some overall energies of your question. So give us a little bit of insight as to what your situation is about, perhaps any advice, something you need to hear. Ultimately, this whole message is what you need to hear, regardless of the outcome, yes or no. Okay? And again, this is just current energy, so it's always subject to change. That's just the nature of oracle, the nature of life. Nothing is permanent. Okay, so group 4. What is the overall energy of group 4's question of their situation? What is group 4's? Thank you. We have armadillo spirit. Set healthy boundaries, represented by the number 3, which carries the energy of expansion and growth. I also get creativity from this card. So armadillo spirit, group 4, set healthy boundaries. There's something about protecting yourself, protecting what you have, protecting your heart, protecting those you love, protecting, just something about protection. It's like something within you is wanting to grow and expand, and perhaps you are already on this path of like growth and expansion and emotional fulfillment, and there's a need to protect yourself, to set limits with how much you give, whether that's like sharing your dreams or sharing resources, sharing your time, your energy. It's like there's a reminder to limit and maintain your own reserve so that you can continue to expand and grow. And everyone's going to be in different stages of this. Some people are on the precipice of expansion, and this is foreseeing that, you know, it's like, protect yourself, be careful. When you expand, it attracts a lot, you know, law of attraction. When you're in this mode of expansion, things just come to you, whether it's good or bad, it's up to you. But again, you also have the choice to allow what comes in, what you give and receive. Ultimately, it's up to you. There's something that needs protection, and there's many ways to do that, and it depends on your situation. So let's get into yes or no. I'm going to ask tarot yes or no to group 4's question. Yes or no to group 4's question. Feeling like very softness, like maybe it's just this heart chakra crystal or stone. There's like a softness. I feel like I need to speak softly with this group, not because you're weak or you need to be coddled or anything. It's more like you embody this energy of like softness, and maybe that's why this energy of needing to set boundaries and limits is essential for you. Perhaps you identify as an empath or someone who's highly sensitive, and your senses are very heightened. You feel what others feel, you feel what is around you, and so you need protection. You need to set limits. Okay, so group 4, yes or no to the question. Group 4, yes or no. Thank you. So the format of these yes or no's is if there are more uprights. I have an odd number of cards here. This group is just very like direct too. Like when I shuffle, it's just, as compared to other groups, it's like some of the groups it took a while for the cards to come out. This group is like very direct. So going back, if there are more reversals, then the answer is no. If there are more uprights, the answer is yes. So the first card we have is 6 of Wands, reverse. The next card is the Devil in reverse. The next is Princess of Cups in reverse. So group 4, the answer is no. And I said this in other groups too, it's like whether you get yes or no, they can be good or bad depending on how you, first of all, look at your situation, and also how you ask your question. So with this group, the answer is no to your question. And for some reason, intuitively, I'm getting that you're happy, or you would be happy with getting a no in regards to your question. That's not for everybody, but I'm getting a feeling that for some people in this group, at least you have peace in receiving. There's like some peace that you get from getting the answer no. And maybe it's tied to, I'm not going to go into examples of what you may have asked, but tying back to this needing to set healthy boundaries, it's like perhaps you are successful, whatever success means for you. Perhaps you either are already successful, or you're on the path to becoming successful in whatever you're doing. I'm getting it's like some sort of passion or creation that you are entertaining or embarking on this journey, and you are on the path, you are successful, or you're on the path to success. And there's this devil energy. Devil energy represents attachments, addictions, and with it in reverse, also Capricorn energy, but with it in reverse, it's kind of like letting go of what's it called? Attachment to, what am I getting? I'm getting outcomes. Like perhaps there's a certain outcome that you were afraid would happen, and the answer is no. Responsibility. Yeah, so again, going back to the message of perhaps if you were relieved that the answer is no here, because with the devil in reverse, it's like you're not gonna have to take on this certain responsibility or a certain amount of responsibilities. This is a specific message, and it's not gonna be for everyone, but perhaps there is a role or a job that you're asking about, or something that you're asking about, like, am I gonna succeed? Am I gonna get this promotion? Am I gonna get this job? Am I gonna win this competition? Am I gonna something that would be regarded as successful, whether it's in your eyes or in society's eyes, and the answer is no. And there's some relief there, because the answer is no, it means that you don't have to take on such responsibilities. You aren't going to be tied to a place or a person or an organization, or I'm getting that specifically. I'm not really getting relationship. It could be a relationship, family, obligation, but I'm mostly some sort of responsibility, something that, like, if the answer was yes to this question, it would have entailed having to be tied or have some sort of responsibility moving forward. And so that's where I got that sort of like relief. And with the Princess of Cups here, it's like this situation, whatever isn't coming true, or isn't happening, or isn't being awarded to you, it's like, again, I'm just seeing, like, with her, it's like, like there's like a relief. It's like, I don't have to be a queen or a king. I can just remain this, like, this page, this Princess of Cups, that's just like, I'm envisioning the traditional tarot where the page has holding a cup in their hand, and it has like a little fish flying out. So it's like there's some fun still available, in optimism, getting optimism with this. Excuse me. So group 4, the answer is no. And how this ties to set healthy boundaries, I'm getting that, like, perhaps what you asked about, it's like, it wouldn't be bad if the answer was yes. Like, if you did, for example, just to go off the previous example, if you were going towards a job, if you were applying for a role or for a promotion, if you got it, it wouldn't be bad. I'm getting with this, again, set healthy boundaries. Either way, it's like you need to set healthy boundaries with how emotionally tied you are with this. It's like, even though this is a no, you need to set limits with, like, your perspective. Like, it's, even though this is a no, rejection is God's protection. Rejection is redirection. Cliches are cliche for a reason. But it's like, set healthy boundaries, protect what you have, even though I'm getting there is like some sort of rejection. I mean, no, by definition, getting a no as an answer is a rejection. So there's a need to, like, protect that. Even though you're rejected, it doesn't mean anything or say anything about your value. You're still a worthy person, a valuable person. It doesn't matter what other people value you at. Like, say, again, if this was a job or a role or promotion, and whoever was responsible for either giving it to you or not, whether they give it to you or not says something about how they value you, right? So if they give you the job, it means that they value you for the job or for whatever role it is. And if they reject you, it means that they don't value you for that. But again, setting healthy boundaries, it's like protecting your, what's it called? Your, I'm getting authority and reign. You, essentially. You are not what you do. You are not your roles. You are not your positions. You are not what you have. You are not what you don't have. Let's get some extra messages. These are paragraphs from Paramahansa Yogananda. Just little cute messages. Let's see what other messages Spirit has for you, Group 4. Does Group 4 need to hear right now? Oh, thank you. I'll take those two. So we have peace. See if I can focus so you can read it. Peace, you can pause it if you want to read it. I guess I can read it like this. So peace. Change yourself and you have done your part in changing the world. Every individual must change his own life if he wants to live in a peaceful world. The world cannot become peaceful unless and until you yourself begin to work towards peace. It is only by removing hate from our hearts that we can live a Christ-like life. Yeah. So, again, setting healthy boundaries, like protecting your peace. Doesn't matter whether you succeed or not, perceived succeed or not. It doesn't matter whether you have responsibilities or not. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. As long as you're peace within yourself, you are contributing to the world. That is your dharma. Is to take responsibility of yourself, of your inner peace and your inner love for yourself and compassion, and that'll radiate outward. It is only by removing hate from our hearts that we can live a Christ-like life. And regardless of what you believe in, it's like Christ-like life. It's just that loving-kindness consciousness, Krishna consciousness, love consciousness, live like seeing with the lens of love and compassion for yourself and others. I'm getting this group, again, speaking softly, like there's a need to have compassion for yourself. I have compassion for you. Just know that. With spirituality here, spirituality, God made you in His image, and in this image lie all the beautiful qualities of spirit. You must discipline yourself to develop your sleeping spiritual powers and to find the kingdom of perpetual happiness within. Yes, if you consciously and continuously live on the spiritual plane, you will attract all things that will lift you up to final liberation. In the garden of your heart, cultivate the flower of devotion, praying, O flower of unfading fragrance, send thy breath of love to cheer me always, as I climb the spheres of realization on my way to enlightenment. Yes, group 4. Yes. So again, the answer is no to your question. The answer is no to your question. And the message, and I'm getting there's some of you in this group that needs to hear that it doesn't affect who you are, and there's another portion of this group that's like, again, you're at peace. You already are at this place of success. That's success. It's peace within yourself. And that's why I'm getting like some people in this group was relief to get a no, because it's like, at least I got an answer. At least I have an answer, and I can move forward from here. Okay, so group 4, that is your reading. If it resonated, I'd love to hear what your question was. Please feel free to share if you'd like to. Leave a comment, like, and subscribe if you're not already. And if you have multiple questions, feel free to choose another pile. Ask as many questions as you need. And if the message didn't resonate, that's okay too. That means the message wasn't for you, or it's not for you yet. Again, feel free to pick another pile, pick another reading, another reader. But as always, I send blessings to you, group 4. May you be safe and protected. May you be healthy and strong. May you be happy and peaceful. May you have all you need and live with ease and loving kindness. May you not suffer. May you be happy. Thank you. Seiki, seiki. Seiki, 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 seiki, seiki. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you. Group 5, welcome to your reading. You chose this 5th chakra crystal or stone, looks like sodalite. It's the Vishuddha or throat chakra. There you go. So let's get into your reading. We're answering yes or no to whatever question you have in mind. So have your question in mind and we'll get into it. We'll see how the crystal ties into your message. We're going to start with some spirit animal oracle for some overall energies of your question. Group 5. What is the overall energies of Group 5's situation or the question? What is Group 5's overall energy? 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 Group 5? What is Group 5's overall energy? What is Group 5's overall energy? What is Group 5's overall energy? What card? Thank you. Group 5, you got Fox Spirit. Think on your feet. If there was another pile that you were drawn to, I'm not going to say which one, check it out. Only if you were drawn to 2 groups and you couldn't decide, then check it out, whatever group it was. But this came out in another group. So Fox Spirit, think on your feet, represented by number 27, 2 and 7, making 9. Excuse me. So with this group, there's something about, and with Vishuddha, throat chakra here, something about, Coyote spirit, trust in divine detours. So we have these 2 dogs. Trust in divine detours. Getting with this group, there's something about communicating with spirit, communicating with spirit, whether that's through meditation, whether that's through writing. And something about connecting connecting with others, tapping into your inner intuition, knowing when to hunt, knowing when to rest. Let's go into the tarot. So we'll go more into this, but I want to get yes or no to your question. So if there are more uprights, we're going to get an odd number. If there are more uprights, it's a yes. If there are more reversals, it's a no. And then we'll get further message depending on the cards. So, group 5, yes or no? Group 5, yes or no? It says shuffle twice. Group 5, yes or no? Group 5, yes or no? Thank you. 2 more, please. Group 5, yes or no? Group 5, yes or no? Group 5, yes, thank you. Thank you. So we have 7 of Wands, reverse. We have Chariot in reverse. What kind of questions are we asking, everyone? And then we have 10 of Pentacles. So as I said in all of the other groups pretty much, like, regardless if you get yes or no, they could be positive or like good or bad depending on how you ask the questions. And again, good or bad itself is also subjective too. So getting a no doesn't necessarily mean bad. And I think people in this group know that already. So the answer is no, group 5, to your question. And what I'm getting is that with the 7 of Wands here, it's like there's been some sort of like, I'm getting internal battle that's translated in the external, within your external circumstances. It's like there's a need to, again, come back to spirit, your spirit, seeing the divinity and the unity and the divinity within yourself, because only when you are in this space can you start to see it in others and tap into others. And that's what will ease this conflict externally, this battle. I don't know what your question is, but apply it to you. But with Wands energy, that's like, it's a spiritual suit, fire. With fire, we make sacrifices with fire to purify. Vishuddha literally translates to purification, to purify. And if you think about when you express yourself, when you use your throat and express yourself, when you sing, when you use sound, it's purifying. It's cathartic. And so, again, trust in divine detours. There's, and 7, 1 plus 6 equals 7. Chariot is 7. There's a lot of like spirit coming through here saying like, hey, remember me, here I am. Remember me, like, remember me, I'm in you, you are in me, I am in everything and everyone. And so when you're in this place of unity within and connectedness with spirit within yourself, it makes life so much easier. There's less, like, you feel less need to fight and argue and defend yourself. You don't need to defend yourself because you know that you're part of like everything is a part of you and you were a part of everything. So there's a need to exhale with this group. Again, going back to the throat chakra. Take an exhale. With Chariot in reverse. Chariot in reverse. Yeah, there's like, again, there's movement, travel. Perhaps your question is like, should I go to a place? Should I travel? Or should I do this thing that involves travel or relocation? And the answer is no. The answer is no. And it's because the message I'm getting is that and perhaps the answer is no, like you're not going to travel because of some external circumstance. But the message here is that that's what's for the highest good. Trust in divine detours. Rejection is redirection. Rejection is God's protection. Rejection isn't innately negative. Okay, it's all about perspective. And when you're tuned in and tapped into spirit, when you meditate and sit in silence, it's easy to just accept things as they are, to see things as they are. With 10 of Pentacles here, this is the only upright card with your tarot spread. And it's lovely. Even if it's in reverse, it still embodies this stability, this place of like, this is like ultimate manifestation. Happy home life, happy stability, whatever home life, a happy home life looks like for you. And we have Cancer energy here too. So something about the home here, or where you're located, or where you're at physically, emotionally, spiritually, all of it. Emotionally, all of it's here. It's like, think on your feet. Take inventory of where you're at right now. And be okay with where you're at right now. And again, even though it's a no right now, it can turn into a yes. Perhaps this message that you're hearing will change that, or something else. Maybe you hear it from something else from someone, or you read something, or you see something outside that kind of like, that changes your energy, which in turn changes the answer to your question. Or maybe you let go of the question entirely, or what you want, and it changes. Our desires are always changing. Everything's changing all the time. Everything is temporary. Okay? And once you can accept and understand that everything's temporary, it's easy to move. It's easy to go into the flow. Circumstances change constantly, always, even if it doesn't look like it. So that's the message that this group needs to hear, is that even though this is a no now, it's a no right now. In 5 seconds it can change. And you have free will, so it's up to you too how you move forward with this message. Okay? So let's get some more messages for group 5. These are some paragraphs from Paramahansa Yogananda. Just some really awesome messages. Give us some insight on your situation. What does group 5 need to hear right now? Spirit, what does group 5 need to hear? Thank you. So we have hope. See if you can focus so I can read it. Focus. Hope. Hope. There we go. Hope is the eternal light held aloft by the soul as man travels the pathway of incarnations to reach God. Never relinquish hope, for you would then have to wait miserably in darkness, unable to resume your journey toward the divine until you can choose to raise once again the searchlight of hope. Through meditation, you can permanently avoid the state of hopelessness. Seek happiness, more and more in your mind and less in material things. Bring the living God of unalloyed joy to the altar of your heart and worship him there with the incense of love. Realize that you and he are one. My goodness, I can't make this up. Realize that you and he are one. You and spirit. God being spirit, angels, ancestors, whatever resonates with you. We are all one. We are all connected through time and space. Wow. Everything's tying. This group, there's some sort of like spiritual, this group is very spiritual with all the sevens here and with this hope card coming out. And then the second card that came out is opportunity. I'm going to learn how to I'm not really sure how to focus these things. Do I need to do like this sort of thing? I might just like read it. There we go. Any opportunity that comes to your life is your own creation. It does not come of itself nor by chance good luck. Opportunity is either created now or has been created at some time in the near or distant past by your own rightly guided will. If you see no opportunity now, create one by your will, which is a divine instrument within you. Say, I will do everything for myself with my own will, which is a reflection in me of divine will. Act on this truth and opportunity will come to you. Yes. Free will. You have free will. You can create whatever destiny and destination you want in your life. And it helps to have hope and tap into this internal, eternal, this is what's permanent, is what's within you. Everything else in this earth school is temporary. Even this reading, even this answer. Great. So group 5, that is your reading. I'm curious what your question was. If you'd like to share, please share in the comments below. If it resonated, great. Please leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already. If it didn't resonate, that's okay too. It just means the message wasn't for you, or it's not for you yet. Again, everything's temporary. Feel free to pick another pile, pick another reading, or another reader. And if you had other questions, pick as many piles to answer your questions, as many questions as you have. Also, I'm taking personal readings, or I'm offering personal readings. So if you're interested in going deeper into your situation or asking a different question, send me an email. My email's in the description box below. And with that said, blessings to you, group 5. May you be safe and protected. May you be healthy and strong. May you be happy and peaceful. May you have all you need and live with ease and loving kindness. May you not suffer. May you be happy. Thank you. Thank you. Hello, group 6. Welcome to your reading. You chose this sixth chakra, amethyst, the ajna chakra stone crystal. See if I can get it to focus. I'm still learning how to focus this thing. It's okay. This is going to be a reading answering your yes or no question that you have in mind. So hold your question in your mind, and we'll start with some spirit animal oracle to get some overall energies of your situation, of your question. So group 6, what are the energies of their situation? Oh, thank you, that was fast. So clear vision, clear direction. Yeah. Yes, and especially, we have 3. Especially with the hawk spirit, let spirit be your guide. And with the ajna, 6th chakra, ajna is the third eye, the command center. So yeah, there's I'm getting that this group already knows the answer to this question. At least most of the people who chose this group knows the answer to their question, and they're just here for confirmation, which is totally fine. Also, there's the 32, or reducing down to the 5 energy, which is change and movement. Here we have, wow, oh my gosh, owl spirit. You see clearly now. Clearly, group 6. We have 4-3, 43, reducing down to 7. Oh my gosh, I don't even. And then we have Panther Spirit, reclaim your power, represented by 44, reducing to 8. Okay, group 6, powerhouses. Of course, you chose the 6th chakra. Maybe the 3rd chakra too, which is also the powerhouse. But the command center, you, group 6, are very high vibration, high seeing. You're in your highest, you're tuned into your higher self. That's what I'm trying to say. And again, I have a strong feeling that this group already knows the answer to your question. But we'll see. That's for most of you, not all. I don't know what else to say here. It's interesting because we have 5 and then 7 and then 8, so it is some slight progression. This is the 6th chakra, so we have 5, 6, 7, 8 if we want to be like that. So there's some sort of ascension and elevating. So if you don't resonate with you being tapped into your higher self, you are well on your way, and perhaps this oracle message is part of your path to recognizing that you are elevating, you are ascending, you are awakening to some next level. Perhaps you are already awakened to some degree, but you are still awakening, and there's always more to awaken to. Awesome. So let's get yes or no using the tarot. You can get an odd number amount of cards. If there are more uprights, that means the answer is a yes. If there are more reversals, that means the answer is no. So, group 6, what is the answer to their question? Yes or no? Yes or no for group 6? Group 6, yes or no? Thank you. Okay, 2 cards, perfect. One more, please. One more for group 6. Yes or no? Oh, thank you. Okay. So group 6, we have Princess of Pentacles in reverse. We have Ten of Swords in reverse. My. Who's listening to these readings? These answers are... And then we have Strength in reverse. Okay, so no. Group 6, the answer to your question is no. And again, I'm getting that majority of this group already knew this answer. And perhaps you came from a different group. And that's why you already knew this answer. I'm not gonna say which group. And I'm just laughing because I'm getting that this group is very spiritual and you are, again, awakened to some certain degree. So getting a no to your question is funny. It's funny on multiple levels because, one, most of you already knew this answer. Two, it's like when you see things, when you see it's like the Buddha's has the eternal smile. Despite all the suffering that's going on in the world, he's still able to smile and find joy and love in life, in what is around. That's what mindfulness is about, is seeing this. And like, yes, there's suffering, yes, this is a no answer, and there's, I'm getting specifically with this group, it's like you're smiling and laughing because it's a no, but you know that like it's a no right now. It could always change, and it depends on your questions. Like maybe no is what you want and what you're hoping for, and so that's why you're like, yes. Oh, group 6. Okay, my memory, I had to move things around so I had more memory on my computer, but here we are. Yeah, so, well, I don't remember where I was at, but let's just get into this Princess of Pentacles in reverse. So perhaps there was something that you were working towards and trying to manifest, and then you're asking about that, saying like, oh, is this going to work out? Is this going to happen? Is this a good idea? The answer is no. And with the Ten of Swords here in reverse, I'm getting that there's like some sort of relief, kind of similar to another pile. It's like there's like relief that this is a no. And I think it's different because it's like tied to, you're relieved because this is something that you intuitively already knew, but you were still holding on to it because it's like, oh, what if it will work? Like what? Like it's, but that was kind of causing some sort of like tension, or like it would involve ending something, leaving something. And with the owl spirit here, it's like you see clearly now. I'm getting coupled with the Ten of Swords here. It's like hindsight is 20/20 kind of thing. I'm getting like, again, this group, most people knew this was a no already because perhaps something already didn't work out. There was already an ending to something, and you're just asking this question again to confirm what you already knew. Maybe something's like on its way out, and it's like you've needed this to confirm that like, okay, I just need to like end it. I just need to like walk away, start something new. Like nip it in the bud before like it gets too deep or too further. Like it's better, like this is just a page. Like you didn't go too far into this manifestation. Like it's still, you're still able to like let go without and this group is, because you're so spiritual, it's easy for you to just like have this like non-attached view and non-attached to things, because you have this like, you're guided by spirit, you have a higher perspective, you see clearly, you're psychic AF. Group 6. And with Reclaim Your Power, it's like you don't struggle with, power balances. Maybe there is like some sort of like power struggle somewhere, but I'm seeing with this group, it's like you ultimately, this is what you're awakening to. It's like you ultimately, always have power within you. Whoa. Oh, I'm just like letting things out right now. And with strength here in reverse, there's like again, there's the 8. There's that 8. Look how these all just like correlate. So yeah, we have these 2 cats here, and they number 8s, double number 8s here. So maybe 8 is a number that you resonate with. Group number 6, again, it represents like power struggles, power in general. So this group, the answer is no to your question, and I feel like there's not much more to say because you already knew this. And even if you didn't know this, if you're like the few that didn't know, really truly didn't know the answer to this question, you're awakened enough to see why it is a no, and that ultimately it's for the highest good. That this is no, it's like for the better. So let's get some extra messages. These are some paragrams from Paramahansa Yogananda, spiritual guru, yogi. Just get some messages for you, group 6. Messages for group 6. Oh, you know what, I'm gonna take it because it just hopped out, and it's like it fits perfectly. Oh God, I didn't see the bottom one, but it fits perfectly just as well. So the top card, group 6, is enlightenment. When one is illumined, he sees himself as the one spirit throbbing beneath all minds and bodies. Such a person, after liberating his own personality, tries spiritually to liberate all other personalities, knowing that they belong to his own self, higher self. He constantly strives to transmute the earthbound impulses of others into higher aspirations. You are immortal, so do not burden yourself with earthly limitations. Every regret for shattered hopes of success must be transformed into the joy of new achievements. Behind your body wave is the oceanic life of God. Behind your mind is the great divine intelligence. Remember the vastness of your spirit become transmuted and awakened with God. So regardless if what your beliefs are with God or not, spirit, Holy Spirit, ancestors, angels, spirit, essentially, whatever spirit means for you, that's what you are being enlightened to. And again, most people are already in this enlightened state. Others are heading towards it, ascending towards this enlightenment. After liberating his or her own personality, you try spiritually to liberate all other personalities, because you all are one. All these messages are like tying together, but this group is like super spiritual. And with the second card being wisdom, sorrow, illness, and failure are natural results of transgression against God's laws. Wisdom consists in avoiding such violations and finding peace and happiness within yourself through thoughts and actions that are in harmony with your real self. Govern your mind wisely by dwelling upon the positive aspects of life. Do not be satisfied with drops of wisdom from scanty earthly resources. Rather, seek wisdom without measure from God's all-possessing, all-bountiful hands. Yes, again, regardless on your beliefs in God or not, it's just basically a higher order, higher energy. And it's like it takes wisdom to see things as they are, whether it's like suffering or joy or success or failure. wisdom and being enlightened is seeing all of these things as the same. So a failure can be viewed as a success if whatever you failed at wasn't meant for you. And likewise, a success could be a failure ultimately, because if what you succeed in isn't, again, for your highest good, like it keeps you in that. So for example, if there's a relationship, if you're successful in a relationship, just because you're successful in it doesn't mean that it's for you. Like say you're in a relationship that is unhealthy in some way. I'm not gonna, like physically, emotionally, psychologically, whatever. Say it just isn't, or even if it's not unhealthy, if it's just like not for your highest good, even if you stay in it and you succeed in that regard, that's ultimately a failure because it's keeping you from what is for you. Okay? I don't feel the need to expand on that anymore because I know this group is highly intuitive and all-seeing, so yeah, I trust that every group got what they needed to hear. So I'm curious what your question was, group 6. If you can leave a comment below what your question was, I'd love to hear it. And if this message resonated, awesome. Please leave a like and subscribe if you're not already. And if it didn't resonate, that's okay too. It just means the message wasn't for you, or it's not for you yet. Feel free to pick another reading, another pile, another reader. And if you have multiple questions, ask multiple questions and try different piles. And also I'm offering personal readings, so if you're interested in going in more in depth, or if you have another question, send me an email. My email's in the description box below. And with that said, group 6, thank you so much. May you be safe and protected. May you be healthy and strong. May you be happy and peaceful. And may you have all you need and live with ease and loving kindness. May you not suffer. May you be happy. Thank you. Seiki, seiki, seiki. 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 Thank you, thank you, thank you. Welcome group 7, welcome to your reading. If you chose this 7 chakra crystal, clear quartz stone, 7 chakra, this is going to be your reading, the crown chakra. It's our opening channel to and with spirit. We're going to answer yes or no to your question. So hold your question in your mind, feel it in your body, and I'm going to start off with some animal oracle spirit oracle cards to give some overall energies and initial messages for you, group 7. in regards to your situation, your question. What is the overall energy? 7. Thank you. We have vulture spirit. Nothing is wasted. 63, or reduced down to 9. Look at that crown he's got on his head, or her head. So vultures are very resourceful. They get a bad rep, but they actually don't hunt. They don't kill prey necessarily. They scavenge. They go around and they see what has already been killed, and they feast on that. They don't actually go and kill. That's what it means here by nothing is wasted, is that they just they don't take a life for their survival. They just use what is already killed and provided, what is already dead, and they feast on that, and through that it enables the cycles of life, the circle of life of life and death. It's like where there's death in one end, it provides sustenance and life for, in this case, the vulture specifically. And with the 9 here, the 6 and the 3, 6 is like responsibilities, 3 is expansion. It reminds me of like 9, and the 9 energy, which is endings, and I'm getting humanitarianism, but that isn't tied to vulture. But yeah, it's sort of like, yeah, humanitarianism. It's like, in philanthropy, it's like doing this sort of like dirty work for society, for the world, for that, so that life can continue. It's like with the vulture, like their role, their dharma is to scavenge, is to feast on what is already dead and kind of like recycle that energy into life. So that's what I'm getting with this energy. And then pull out some tarot cards now. If get an odd number, if there is an odd number of, or if there is a more upright cards, then it's a yes. If there are more reversals, then it's a no. So yes or no for group 7. Yes or no for group 7. Yes or no for group 7. Oh. Yes or no for group 7. Thank you. Yes or no for group 7. Thank you. One more, please. Yes or no for group 7. Just one more, please. Do I want that? No. Group 7. Yes or no? Thank you. Oh, there's 2. Okay, so let's see what's on. Well, this card is kind of like sideways, so I don't really know if it's a yes or no. So I'm gonna leave that sideways. So it's okay that we have an odd or even number. So let's just flip these over. So the first card we got is the Ace of Pentacles upright. And then we got the King of Pentacles sideways. I'm going to take it upright. Not because it's going to even it out, but maybe I'm going to get one more card. And then we have 4 of Swords reversed. And then we have the Queen of Cups in reverse. Then we get one more just because we have an even split. Yes or no? No. So group 7, interesting reading, everybody. If you've come to multiple, excuse me, just like letting things out this whole reading. If you've listened to multiple groups in this whole reading, if you asked multiple questions or asked the same question multiple times, very interesting. And if you watched all of the readings, very interesting to say the least. I'm not gonna say, because because I want you to have your own experience with the outcomes. But group 7, the answer to your question is no. Why, you may ask? Well, we'll see. So starting with the Ace of Pentacles. Ace of Pentacles upright. So what I'm getting with this whole story, it's like this is the what's being created. This is the rebirth, the new seed that comes from and the seed had to come from somewhere, right? It's like the seed came from dirt, or the seed, I don't know. The seed could represent anything too. But basically, there's something, perhaps there's like an idea you have. I'm not getting an idea, it's more so like something that's actually tangible that you have. I'm getting intention. It's like an intention that you have, that you want to create. You have a vision. And you're like waiting for this seed. I don't know what your question was, but perhaps it's like something along the lines of like, should I put energy towards this thing? Should I offer something to this person, this place? Again, it could be energy towards like an idea, an intention. And the answer is no. Why is the answer no? I'm getting that there's like a need. So with these Four of Swords and this Queen of Cups here, both in reverse, it's like there's a need to like tap into a more feminine energy of like manifesting from being. So instead of going forth, yes, so tying to this vulture spirit, it's like instead of hunting in the sense of like going for prey and then killing it in order for a resource, it's like tapping more of like trusting, having this intuition that you will be provided for in some way, even if you just like sit back and wait. Something will come. There is always going to be a death. There is always going to be an ending. It's inevitable. And so embodying this vulture spirit and this feminine Queen of Cups, intuitive Queen of Cups, and this trusting Four of Swords, resting energy, it's like just there's a knowing that like you will be provided for. You don't need, again, to actively hunt and kill something for your next meal, for your sustenance, for your resource. It'll come to you. Not necessarily it will come to you, but like it'll happen. You don't have to create it or seek it. It'll like just show up just by you being, by being this vulture, by being this divine feminine, regardless of your gender. It's the energy. With the King of Pentacles here, I'm getting that there may be, this could represent, I'm getting from most people, this could represent another person. It could also represent an organization, something or someone that is like abundant. Okay, group 7, my memory thing. I had to create space for memory, but what I was saying is that yes, this person or organization or company or whatever is what is coming to you, presenting itself to you, and you don't have to actively seek it. That's what's coming up with the Four of Swords and Queen of Cups here. It's like you don't have to create anything. That's what the answer is. No, it's like just wait, just be yourself, just keep doing what you're doing. You don't need to change anything. You don't need to plant new seeds. And with the Seven of Wands here, it's like, yeah, same thing. It's like you don't need to fight or defend. It's like things are gonna happen. You don't have to hunt. That's exactly what I'm getting again here. Seven of Wands in reverse. We have all the suits here. We have Pentacles, air, water, fire. So again, just being in this state of like balanced within the elements, within your emotions, within your thoughts, within your passions and creativity, within your spirit, emotions, thoughts, mental. Be in this balance and the material will come, the external material, finances, whichever will come. It could be a divine partner too. It's like, this is you, keep doing this, and then this is like what's coming. Yes, these are the only two cards that are upright too, so it's like, yes, this is coming. No, don't do anything. That's just how I'm reading it right now. Okay, so let's get some final messages for you, Group 7. These are some paragrams from Paramahansa Yogananda. They're just some awesome messages, awesome insights to help confirm and to give any other messages that you need to hear in regards to your situation, Group 7. What does Group 7 need to hear? Divine messages, please, for Group 7. Messages for Group 7. Divine messages for Group 7. Thank you. We have cheerfulness. Focus. Cheerfulness consists principally in the attitude of the mind and is conditioned only incidentally by outside factors. Your happiness need not die, stricken by poverty, sickness, or sorrow. Realize that enough hidden strength lies within you to overcome all obstacles and temptations. Bring forth that indomitable power and energy by being cheerful at all times in spite of your circumstances. Only when you lose your mental balance are you vulnerable to suffering. If you are burned by the fire of difficulties, apply the salve of cheerfulness until your inner balance and peace are restored. Yeah, so it's like being in this place of like joy. I was saying in another group, it's like law of attraction. You attract what your vibe attracts like, essentially. So being in this place of like of rest, peace, I'm getting that with the Four of Swords here, intuition, trusting, knowing with the Queen of Cups, in passionate power with the Seven of Wands, spiritual warrior. That's what I'm getting with the Seven of Wands. Being in this power will attract abundance, will attract what you need to sustain yourself. Again, with the Vulture spirit, it's trusting that there will be death. And death is going beyond the duality of things. Death is just rebirth. Again, especially in the case with the Vulture spirit, death is sustenance for the Vulture. Death is life to the Vulture. So again, regardless of your outside factors and circumstances, your happiness need not die. Enough hidden strength lies within you to overcome all obstacles and temptations. Within you. So yes, the answer is no. I'm getting like maybe your questions like, should I do this? Should I do that? Am I on the right path? And the answer is like, no. Because like, you don't need to do anything externally. Everything is within you. And then when you start within you, and you're connected to your spirit, and seeing the oneness in everything, and seeing and accepting suffering, you will attract the same. You will attract abundance. Okay? So Group 7, that's your reading. If it resonated, I'd love to hear in the comments below what your question was. Please leave a like and subscribe if you're not already. If it didn't resonate, that's okay too. Just means the message wasn't for you or it's not for you yet. Feel free to pick another pile, pick another reading, another reader. If you have multiple questions, ask as many questions, pick as many piles. And yeah. Blessings to you, group 7. May you be safe and protected. May you be healthy and strong. May you be happy and peaceful. And may you have all you need and live with ease and loving kindness. May you not suffer. May you be happy. Thank you. Seiki, seiki. Seiki, 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 seiki, seiki. Thank you, thank you, thank you.